Klaus is back, and this time he's going to be facing off against Ragnarok. Yup, he's going to be facing off against the enders of the world from Norse mythology. So please take a second to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, because I drop a video every single day. And this is Klaus. And this story begins with the snowman. This wasn't no ordinary snowman though, nah. This was a sentient snowman, alone, standing in front of a house, melting away. The only person he could see was Klaus himself. Klaus has aged, and apparently he knew this snowman. They were friends. He looked at him and said, "Look at me and remember who you are. Remember what we did." And we see exactly what they did with the introduction of Klaus facing off against a tree monster wielding a multitude of weaponry. This monster was fierce, and so was Klaus, but his weapon was not as strong as him because it shattered on impact. Looking for something else to wield as a weapon, he picked up a branch and tried to block an attack, but that attack was coming through either ways. So he called on his assistant, Lily, and she came through and chopped down on this creature, ripping him apart. With his arrow, he notched it and commanded flames. If you know Klaus, you know he has power over the flames. And as it went soaring, it hit his mark, bringing down this tree monster. He didn't even stay to check up on it because he knew fire burns wood. Unknown to him, he was being followed. But I digress. Right now, their main focus was this comet that was dropping down seedlings of that same tree monster. Something was happening. This was planned. He was getting ready to fight, but someone behind him just said, "I got this. Relax." It was the Yo-Goat, and with one word, he said, "Be gone." They bursted into flames. His people were powerful. They were the gift givers, Father Frost, Klaus, Santa Claus, even the Yo-Goat, all aspects of Santa from different religions and different cultures coming together to defend Earth. Now you may be wondering, defend Earth from what? Well, like I said in the start of this video, gods, or rather god killers, because Yo-Goat had a story to tell. A story of 3 winters all at once, never ending. This winter was a winter that brought forth the end of the world, or rather the end of the Norse gods, because they died spectacularly. The war was great. Odin, Surtur, Thor, all these legendary characters brought to life and fighting in a smackdown, which they lost, and that comet in the sky was the precursor to this attack. That was their fortress. The tree monsters sent were to weaken Earth's defenses because they came here for one thing, the sun. Klaus, in all honesty, was intrigued. This seems like a battle for the ages. He failed to understand these guys killed gods. Regardless, his energy was not coming down, so he got prepared, with the rest of his allies forming a plan, all setting off to protect one thing they knew would be needed for the universe to function as it has. And Klaus took the most dangerous one of all. He went to protect time. But before he could set off, he noticed something. A scarf. A scarf in the wind. Even Lily took a sniff and smelt that the owner was around. They saw him. They heard him call, but this man clearly did not know who he was because he felt cold. And Klaus told him, "Yeah, you're a snowman, my brother. That is why you're cold. I believe this scarf is yours." And as soon as the snowman saw the scarf, he remembered memories that he should not have. What am I? Who am I? Where did you get that? Klaus, without a word, just put the scarf on him and said, "Why don't you come with me?" And the snowman was confused. "Why don't you call 911? I was a man. I'm not a snowman. I'm clearly losing my mind. And where the hell am I following you to?" Before he knew it, he turned around and saw a sled pulled by big, gigantic wolves. He said, "Jesus Christ, who the hell are you?" He introduced himself. "I'm Klaus, and your name is Sam. But I need to tell you something, Sam. The colder it gets, the smarter you get. The hotter it gets and you melt away, the dumber you become. Where I'm going to is very cold. You could stay here and die, or you could come with." I guess he loved his life because he came with, and it was a ride. This magical sled went supersonic in moments. He was at Jupiter before he could even breathe. This planet was where the clock of time was held, and this clock of time was being attacked by a foreign element, a giant if you will, and he had taken command of this place, making the residents fight to the death against his own zombie-like soldiers. Sam was just happy to be in a cold place. Now he could think. Now he could remember. But before he did that, he was about to be attacked. Klaus, however, came forth and tore them apart in seconds, realizing he needed help. He went to the workshop because he designed this place and he designed his tools. They were supposed to be for protection, but this place has never been at risk until now. So he put them on and they set off attacking everyone who sought to do this clock harm. And honestly, they look very dangerous. They look like bagpipes, yeah, but they had pincers that cause real pain. Klaus went to the boss and said, I don't want to fight. You could just leave. But the boss wanted to fight. He loved the action. Now, Klaus was a strong dude, but these guys were god killers. Literally, they have faced off against Thor, Odin. He was losing until Sam came forth and pushed him into the water. The water was freezing, so Sam got clear vision of his past. This was ridiculous. Glimpses and memories that he did not know he had came racing in, but Klaus pulled him out at the nick of time, and he realized, I don't want to remember. What if I'm a terrible person? Klaus, on the other hand, had other concerns. Lily was down, and the clock was burning. This place was in jeopardy. He tried to call his ally, Yolgo, to let him know instantly, yeah, bro, we lost. Father Frost is dead, and I'm about to follow. As he watched as the world serpent ate him alive. The world was ending. Things were looking dire. But Sam had a plan. This is the clock of time. So we use it. Go back 24 hours and change the world. We use it to save the world. Klaus thought about it for a second and realized this was the only plan they had. So he did it. He turned back time. Now this action was never going to come without cost. Klaus was changing. It was like he was burning up from the inside out. And with a flash of light, he was gone. Now we switch perspectives a bit. This was clearly back in time because the giant was still here, not in the ice. Surta and the world serpent are all gathered in one room, making plans to attack Earth when they heard a voice on their systems. Do you know what you just made me do? Do you know what you just made me do to time? I know you, Surta. I know what you want. And perhaps you don't need to attack us. I'm coming to you. We're coming to you to change your mind. Zota was confused. When did this message get to us? And he said an hour ago, because Klaus was already there. And now he looked like an old man. So did Lily. They had apparently aged up. He said, I don't want to fight you, because honestly, I've had a millennia killing monsters. Zota took that as disrespect. We are not monsters. We are your end. And he said, yeah, my crew thinks different. You see, I'm not here to fight you. I come here with a gift. I know what you lost. I know what you're here to reclaim. Surta explained that super beings destroyed his world, killed his people. He needs our son to revive his. And Santa gave him permission to do so. That is better than attacking us. Go in peace with our blessings. And they did. Even Sam was like, bruh, so that is your ability. You see the good in people. And Klaus smiled. The only gift I cherished above all else is being able to tell who's naughty and who's nice. And at that second, Sam knew he's been found out because he has been a naughty person. Not only did he cheat on his wife, he ran off on his son. And then he died. Yup, Sam was dead. And this was his punishment. Trapped in the snowman he built with his son. The only person who knew who he was Klaus. This was terrible. But Klaus just started laughing. Sam, I went back 24 hours. What do you think I did in that time? I saved your life. As we see that Klaus really did save his life. Back in the present though, Sam couldn't believe it. I don't deserve this. Why would you do this for me? He said, I didn't do it for you. Your son was a good kid, and his only wish was his father back. Don't worry about it, Sam. You're not as bad as you think, because I remember when you were a kid, you were pretty nice yourself. And with that, Klaus was gone. All that was left was a snowman melting away, and a son missing his father. But his father wasn't gone. Sam was no longer a snowman. Sam was alive and well. And as he looked at his son with joy in his eyes, he said to him, "Don't worry, we will build another together," as he embraced him. Merry Christmas.